I mean, when I watched it, I didn't even start with the first one. I started with like the third one with Hilary Swank. So
Yeah, I know there was like, wasn't there one like a remake with the main character was a girl?
yeah, that's the third one.
Was that's that one? Oh, jeez.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pub Stomp, a podcast about games, TV shows, movies, and pop culture in general. Every episode, we discuss topics that we find interesting. Come join our shenanigans.
Welcome everybody to Pub Stomp. Today I'm here with Tyler
Hey,
and Mexy. Yo. And we're a man down today, but that's okay. So what's going on, Tyler?
not much. Just hanging out.
Cool. Have you seen anything PS5 lately?
I saw that they announced the price, but I didn't read any further than that.
Ah, okay. So they did some pretty interesting stuff. I don't know if you saw the two different ones.
And Harry Potter. I heard there's a Harry Potter game. Sorry.
That's not good. There's a Harry
Two
Potter
things
game.
I know.
Someone's a Harry Potter fan.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, they announced it. Basically, they did the price release 2 days ago. At this point, it's 9/17, right? And then like the very same day they released the pre-orders, and everybody's freaking out about it because they're like, we're supposed to get the pre-order email before everybody else did, and da 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 da. It's like a big, huge deal. It was a mess. So
Sucks to suck.
right, kind of like the RTX stuff today. People freaking out about it. There wasn't enough RTXs for everybody. 38. So, I don't know. But they had some pretty cool stuff with the PS5. They have two versions, a digital version and then the play version, right? And then the digital version, or the disc version, sorry. And the digital version is cheaper. So I'm sure that's going to screw up people.
Screw up people?
Yeah, imagine all those parents that are buying for their kids and they don't realize that, like, I bought a game, but I can't put the game in.
Right. They should. Don't you get the digital version if you buy the physical copy?
I don't know. They haven't announced anything like that for the PS5. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, I kind of like the digital version because I don't know, it's cheaper.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
As long as you can expand the storage, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think they've announced that you can. I'm a big fan of the digital because I don't really buy games anymore. So plus, it's super sleek with no hole for a disk drive. Kind of nice.
And I have all these like Xbox 360 games that I never do anything with, but I don't sell them or get rid of them or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just take up space. I don't have like a collection or a room where I can keep it all. So digital is good.
Speaking of Xbox released their stuff today, like their pricing model, and like throwing shade out there. They were like, and we'll let you know when the pre-orders are going to occur. Like, God, some of the stuff.
Are they the same price?
No, I think the PS5 is $499 and $899, and then the Xbox X or whatever S is calling it, they're calling themselves, I think. It's like $499 and $299, something like that. Could be wrong. We'll put it in the description what the right values are. But yeah, that's
pretty standard.
Yeah, pretty normal stuff. I'm not gonna buy one. I mean, I will buy one, just not right now. Once the hype is down.
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry either.
It's like I have a PS4 that I don't even play, but I have it, so.
Right. I bought your extra, and I have 2 games for it.
Right, and then I bought another one. What does that say about me? So sad. Anyways, that it is. Hey, so you been watching anything good lately?
I've been watching Cobra Kai this week.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
What's Cobra Kai about?
Cobra Kai. I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but I actually do like it. It's set. It's the main characters from Karate Kid,
Mhm.
and it's like 34 years later. So it's basically the two kids that fought Danny something. I forget his last name. Danny LaRusso, and Johnny Lawrence. I think. Yeah, Johnny was the bad guy in the original one. Danny was the good guy, and then it's like 30 years later, and Danny's like doing great because he won, and his life is awesome after that. And he won the original fight, and so his life was going up from there. And Johnny lost, and his life has pretty much sucked.
Wow, that's kind of depressing.
It is, but it's pretty funny because Johnny Lawrence, the loser from the fight, the original bad guy. I don't know how to explain it very well, but anyways, he ends up starting a dojo, bringing back the Cobra Kai dojo, which I guess was the name of the dojo from the original one. I didn't remember a lot of this stuff, so I'm kind of piecing together the movie because it's been a while since I've seen Karate Kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
were you a fan of the original Karate Kid?
I think so. Yeah. Doesn't everybody like Karate Kid?
Yeah.
I don't really remember it. It's been a really long time. And I'm sure it was an old movie when I watched it, so.
I mean, when I watched it, I didn't even start with the first one. I started with like the third one with Hilary Swank. So
yeah. I know there was wasn't there one like a remake with the main character was a girl?
Yeah, that's the third one.
Was that's that one? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Hilary Swank.
I love that movie because it's like so random. And then I found out there's an earlier one, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Mind blown. And then we got an update with Jackie Chan and Will Smith's son. Forget it.
Oh yeah. That was the one I was thinking of. That must have been the girl I was thinking of. I'm just kidding.
It's rude.
That is.
Do they talk about? Do they reference the old movie a lot or not?
Oh yeah, they actually use footage from the original movie. So you don't really have to have seen it. They bring clips from the original movie and they do a lot of flashbacks and stuff. They really do a good job. And Johnny Lawrence, he was kind of the antagonist in the original movie, and in this one, the characters are so much more complicated. I think. Granted, take that with a grain of salt because I haven't seen the original in a long time. But anyway, the characters are pretty complicated. They Johnny's kind of stuck in the 80s, and he's super crude and not very PC, and he's trying to do the right thing, but he does it in all the wrong ways, and it's kind of hilarious and tragic to watch. But it's good. It's a good show. It's a little slow in the beginning, but
are they full half-hour episodes or an hour long?
yeah, they're 25 minutes.
Okay,
You can definitely tell it started as a YouTube show.
gotcha.
Because they're a little shorter, but they're quick and it builds slow. It's pretty good. We're on the second season right now, so
Nice. I'm kind of part of me wants it to be a role reversal, and I don't know if this is the case, right? Where Johnny is the good guy now, and Ralph Macchio is the bad guy.
Yeah, they play with that idea a bit. That's why I said the characters are a little more complicated. It's hard to tell. I don't want to spoil it too much, but they're kind of their roles are kind of in flux. It's good. They do a good job keeping you guessing.
Nice.
I recommend so far. I think it's 2 seasons right now, with the third on the way.
That's good.
And Netflix picked it up for the second season, I believe. Unless they picked it up for the third season. I could be wrong. I don't know. exactly.
It's fine. It's fine. Somebody will handle it in the description.
Yeah. What
We'll
about
draw
you?
straws.
Which one's
Me? I've been super into this. So I was into it like last year, kind of, and then I got super excited because it just released this week again. But there's a show on Netflix, or not documentary on Netflix, called The Taco Chronicles, and it's the best.
I watched like 30 seconds of this trailer, and I need to know more.
Okay, so basically, they have a style of taco, and then they go to the region in Mexico where this taco was like where it was created and very popular. And then they'll go into the history of like, okay, this is why the taco is the way it is. This is how the taco is like related to the community, right? So, because regional food is very much like, okay, the community kind of shapes it, right? So why is the community shaped this taco to be this way? So, and then they'll show you, like the most basic type of the taco, how how it's interpreted now, and then like the fancy version of this taco, and then they'll be like, look, this is 3 different levels or 2 different levels, and then they'll go to different restaurants and show you like how did this person learn how to make the taco and things like that. And it's super simplistic, but it's kind of like it's really heartwarming, right? I don't know how to explain that.
Heartwarming taco.
Well, like
Tacos had such depth.
right, because like some of them are like some really like old style tacos, and like you would have to have somebody teach you how to make them, right? And they're talking about like, yeah, my dad taught me how to make them, and like he's gone now, but like every time I go to work or I eat one of these tacos, it's like my dad's there now, and I was like, oh,
Oh man.
right. Like it tugs on your heartstrings just the right way, you know?
Yeah,
So-
this is kind of. I wonder if Italians are the same way with like spaghetti.
Yeah, I would love to see like another show, like other regions of food, right? This like it obviously hits the heartstrings more because it's like in our culture, right?
Yeah.
So I was super excited because the second season just dropped, and it's a short series. Like the first season is 6 episodes, and I think the second season is 7. So like,
Man. I was gonna
half
say I'm
hour.
not there.
Oh, there's a lot. I don't know. We've gone to taco shops, right? And like when you go to a taco shop, they usually have like 3 or 4 different ones, and like usually like one of them is better than the other ones, and you could tell the difference, right?
All right.
Right, and that's how you know like, oh, this person came from a certain area because like that taco is the best taco from where they're from, right? So it's pretty cool too because like they'll have chefs, like they always have like a couple chefs and then like a historian. So like the chefs are talking about like, yeah, like this is what makes the taco so good. It's like juicy and like this, like the flavor profiles, and you're just like, man, these guys know so much about food. And then the historian's like, yeah, like this is this is why the region's this way, and like they had to use these type of animals because that's what they grew, and you're like, all right, like just weird things like that.
That's really in depth.
It's super in depth. It's like a 20-minute show episode, right? So it's not like overwhelmingly in depth, but it's enough to like, okay, that's neat, that's cool. Let's watch another one. And this season they talk about like a certain taco shop is like super popular in Mexico City, and like one of the reasons it's so popular is because like they call them taqueros. That's the word for a person that makes tacos. The taqueros like they're like talking crap to you all the time. So it's kind of like you go there just to get talked smack to, and then you also get to get taco with it.
I've heard of restaurants like that. I can't imagine. But
yeah. So yeah, and then you
Just-
learn about the different tacos. So win-win.
and you said this one is in Spanish with subtitles?
So that's an interesting one. Most of the episodes that I've seen are in Spanish, and then they subtitle it. But they have in the second season they have American tacos, and
Okay.
really all of the speakers are all English. They all like talk in English, so it's kind of cool. They go through different areas like Los Angeles, San Antonio, and then I think San Diego. Yeah, like because regionally, even though the tacos are very similar, they're different how they make them. And they also talk about how Taco Bell stole the recipe for tacos.
It doesn't surprise me, but I guess how does that work? Like recipe for
Okay,
taco?
so we went over this, right? And I've always told you I hate Taco Bell, right? And I told you like I don't like Taco Bell because like food's crap and like right. But so where I'm from, San Bernardino, California, there's this restaurant called Meatless. So where Meatless is located, there was across the street, really close by, there was the first McDonald's ever.
Okay.
And on the other side was this other restaurant that I believe served hamburgers, but they weren't very good at it. They weren't as popular as McDonald's, right? So their idea was, I'm going to go see how these tacos are made because those are popular. And they stole the recipe. And then they made Taco Bell.
So,
Taco
so my entire love of Taco Bell is a lie. Foundation's a lie.
It's not a lie. I mean, it's a forgery of what was, you know. One day, I'm definitely taking you to that place. It's the land of my forefathers.
It's still around?
Every time I go to San Bernardino, we visit family. Always go to Meatless. Every Sunday before we come back home, we go to Meatless.
Oh.
It's like a little shack. Maybe 50 people can sit in there. It's nice.
Those are the best kind of places to eat, though.
Yeah, it's a very unassuming like building. It's falling apart too because it's so old.
Yeah, a literal hole in the wall.
Literal hole in the wall. Yeah. In this case, it's almost like the ground. I do it like ever since I was little. I remember walking in and you had to walk down. So it's like a little cave. But we'll go one day.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm curious, like, so it's all in Mexico? So are tacos a strictly Mexican thing? Or
No, I wouldn't consider them as strictly Mexican, but like it's very like integrated into the culture. Like I said, every region has their own style of taco, and they all show you how they cook them. Like from like some of them where they're just like grilled on a griddle kind of thing, to some of them where like they have to dig a hole in the ground and put like a pig in there and leave it baking overnight.
jeez.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I was curious if they're going to go to like, I mean, they did if they did a season in Mexico, and I don't know if they covered all of them, but and whatever. But they're doing another season in America. I wonder if they're going to do a season in Europe or something, or move on to a different type of food.
I think they would move on to a different, because like the reason they did the Mexico one was because they're talking about how the immigrants took tacos from Mexico and then Americanized them with the ingredients they had in America. Because like the white goat cheese is not very popular in America. It is now, right? You can find these ingredients easier, but like back then, they had like American cheese, so that's how you get like the Tex-Mex style food. Ground beef was easier to find than like finding a goat just chilling there so you could kill it. So it's a really interesting documentary. If you like food, highly recommend it. If you just want to get like a little bit of culture of the world, highly recommend it.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. I'm so excited for you. I want to hear your review. We're gonna have review day.
I still don't know. I mean, you describe it well. I think I understand, but I still don't know what to expect.
It's just like watching. Did you ever watch like the Travel Channel and watch like Bizarre Foods?
Yeah, like Anthony Bourdain.
Or Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Expect something similar, but not like you're not watching Anthony Bourdain eat. Right? You have somebody talking to random people on the street. They explain how they made the food. They explain like why they like going there, and then you see them eat a taco, and then you go to the next spot. And it's really cool too because like they'll do like certain cities have like rival shops, taco shops. So like they'll go to the like what one person calls the best one, and then they'll go to the second one that people call the best one, and they're like, yeah, we don't know where this rivalry came, but we know we're the best. Like, oh damn.
See, that's something. See that's missing nowadays, I think. I mean, maybe it's coming back a little. Maybe people are getting sick of chains. I kind of am, and maybe it's going back to kind of homegrown, smaller, family-owned places.
Chains have their place, but nothing wrong with a little competition, little mom and pop shops.
I guess I see that a lot with where I live with the Asian restaurants, all the Asian markets around here.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a little bit of that. Like
Yeah,
pho.
you got some good food down there.
I'm not complaining. Carly and I have hit all. I think we've hit all the pho places within like, I don't know, 5-10 miles.
There you go, man. You should have done a documentary, sold it to Netflix. You could have done the next
I
big thing.
just might steal the formula.
The fucking Chronicles.
The pho kings.
Yeah.
The Italian one can be like what? Spaghetti familia?
The Familia. Don't they have like a G in there? Famiglia or something?
Familia?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm the idea guy.
I don't create these things. I just throw things out there. Let the universe sort it out. Anyways, that's all I got on my end.
Yeah, same here. We're missing something.
I know. We would have like a third show, but someone didn't show up.
Isn't it the rule of three? You're only supposed to. Everything sounds better in threes. Somebody told me when I'm pretty bad at public speaking, so this is my outlet to get better at that. But somebody said, somebody told me once that rule of three. If you can like when you're public speaking, if you list 3 things, it sounds better than 2 or 5.
2 is not enough. 3 is too much. Or 5 is too much.
Random tip of the day, brought to you by PubStomp.
You're welcome, world. Alright. I think we'll cut it here and see where the world takes us next week. See you guys.
Later.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please give us a star, heart, or leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube at PubStomp Podcast. That's PUBSTOMPOD cast. For more episodes, go to anchor.fm/PubStomp. Music provided by 99 Lives. Credits are in the episode description.